Is loneliness affecting your health? In 2023, the US Surgeon General put out a report on just the impact of what loneliness and social isolation is doing in our country. This effect is dire on our health because social connection is the number one determinant of our health in longevity. We live longer if we have friends, if we have groups that we are social with. Loneliness and social isolation can increase the risk of premature death by over 25%. So hearing that, to put that in perspective, I love what he connected this with, especially as a respiratory therapist, was, in other words, loneliness and a lack of social connections is like smoking 15 cigarettes a day. So think about that for a minute. And I want to ask you some questions here is, how are your social connections? How do you feel connected in this world? What are you doing to make sure that you see people during the day or you interact with people? Because it does make a difference in your life. So one of the things I want to just kind of give here in presence is you're not alone. If you're feeling this, our world is having a social isolation loneliness epidemic. And as a military spouse, I felt this in a number of ways. When my husband was deployed, when we would move to a new duty station, even when I would go in a room of people that I didn't know so well, I still felt lonely. So what do we do about this? What can you do about it? So the questions I have for you here is, what are those social activities that you enjoy? And maybe are you interested in exploring these or re-engaging? There are a lot of organizations and churches are finding that their groups of people are not coming back after COVID. And I just want to presence that if you're feeling this way, I hear this a lot in my coaching calls, is I'm scared to go get connected, or I don't know what's wrong with me. Nothing is wrong with you. We went through something that was super stressful and our bodies felt that. Our bodies felt the pressure of being in a stress response all the time of, was it safe to go out because people were dying? Did you have to wear a mask? And then it got, a lot of opinions flying. And so that had us retreating even more. We were afraid to even talk to people. And so I just want to presence this, that you're not alone if you're feeling this way. And I want to encourage you to find ways to get connected with people. Even notice first, do you want to take a step in helping yourself feel more connected? And this takes a step on your part to be able to say, I'm willing to do this. I'm willing to make a change. I'm willing to try. And here's another thing too, is knowing that it doesn't have to mean that when you do this, you have to do it all the time. Just try something for this week. That's the invitation. Is there something that you can try this week? That might be just calling a friend and picking up the phone to talk. We're so disconnected in our connected world through social media and all of that. So think about that. Is there a friend you can call and say, either going ahead and just having a phone conversation? This gives us the opportunity to be seen, heard, feel connected to someone. So whether that's in person or just a simple phone call, that can make a difference. Number 2 is get involved. Go try something today or this week that would push you out of your comfort zone. This is where growth happens. It's not comfortable when we make change. And the thing is to know and acknowledge that it's okay that it's not comfortable. That's where growth happens, is when we're uncomfortable and looking forward. And so, what is it for you? Is there a group that has your interests that you enjoy, and just going there with little expectation on it? So, today, this is your opportunity to jump out there. And how are you going to get connected today in your community to help your health? You want to live longer. I want you to live longer. The world needs you.